and a hoozle. I may have gotten... Oh, let him point in the right fucking direction. There we go. I may have gotten a good bit of the actual story quest done without streaming. Sorry. We're gonna do a little bit before my evening game. Brain games before spy games. Maybe.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
This bodes well. Someday I'm going to be able to move that top monitor down here. It's going to happen.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Where am I going?
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Turn down that goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
All 5 stations now signed off, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic.
The fuck
Sure,
he
that's
is.
gonna take some getting used to for a lot of us.
What a joke. What's it mean, Mom? Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days, like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
Dude, I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Somebody had a interesting childhood.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. And if whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. The thing about happiness is, you only know you had it. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
This is the weirdest shit I have ever seen. Like, I see you off in the corner. Come here, bro.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Oh, damn.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
We're just going through Kellogg's life at this point. I mean, granted, he's had a shitty life, but...
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. There was always a job for someone like me.
Oh, well, those are boring.
Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek with us.
Well,
Yeah.
we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Oh, nope, that was the one I came in on. Oh my god, this is trippy as fuck. Guys. Never go into somebody else's brain.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748. Initiate.
Systems are shutting down.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
What I would give to scrap you for parts, honey.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
I don't see the point. I really don't.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
I'll try to locate another memory as quickly as I can. Please try to remain calm.
Oh my god, not again.
Hopefully it's all...
Just find it. I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault.
That was me when I started.
Of course. Neither did they.
There we go.
Not really.
On C6. Down the hall near the end.
And then Sean, who I didn't even try to, like, fix up his dad.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it.
This guy's so subtle.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
Yeah, it was.
I got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Oh my god. This is so boring. Okay.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'll be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay.
I'll be there in just a
One
second.
of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow.
Sorry.
Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn.
No kidding, man. A classified
So,
program.
I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Wait, what?
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Oh. TV. Of course.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before.
No
How
shit.
do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
Are you a fucking therapist?
Does it really matter how I feel, Doctor?
Yes. You can't tell me that bearing witness to that man's life didn't affect you. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret, teleportation. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I got a hazmat suit, bitch. I'm fine.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor. That would be perfect.
Oh, that's not gonna fucking happen.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Jesus fuck, guys. It's got dark. It's got dark fucking quick.
I'm sorry your first time here was so... Well, all I can say is that you're very brave.
Shut up, Irma. Nobody likes you, and you are actually a whore. Does that dude ever leave his pod? I don't think he does.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You feeling all right, Nick?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
I don't think I fucking trust you.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Radaway you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
I ain't going to the glowing sea just yet, guys. That shit ain't gonna happen. Oh, it still wants me to talk to Nick? What? Whatever. I don't even know what my stream says that I'm playing. It'll be maybe another 40 minutes of Fallout 4. Then we're switching over to Dungeon World.
Now, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my time. But a flying ship, yowza.
What?
Hey there.
The Hotel Rexford's got rooms for rent if you want something more comfortable than a bedroll on the floor.
No. Alright then.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not mind them. We come in peace, Lord.
Hey. Running from something. Welcome home.
What's up?
Ever been to kill or be killed? Some fine-looking weapons.
What a day, huh?
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and death, baby.
I'll take a look, sure.
Each weapon tested on someone who deserved it.
That's fantastic. Bulb, Jesus. Party started? What? Pretty awesome. Puncturing a sledgehammer. Oh, you don't have anything that I want. Jeez. Damn, all your shit's expensive. Oh. Oh, it's a fat man. There's a fat man and a mini.
Want me to take a look at that terminal? Say the word.
Nope. Shut up.
Without away with
Shut up, Nick.
machines.
Don't worry.
I don't use weapons on customers. Well, thank God for
If you
that.
hit upon something, don't bother telling me it's an heirloom. I'm probably older than whatever it is you're selling.
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a friendly face, I say. So you need some supplies?
Let's see what you got.
Everything's guaranteed to last. Until it doesn't.
Oh. Oh, that looks fantastic.
Excuse me, I just wanted to stop by. Offer my service.
Daisy.
Got some good deals. You won't believe what's in the
I'm not
Is
telling
It
you anything
Food or
about
Not
Buddy just so
section.
you can snatch him.
Sorry.
What's it like? You know, being a ghoul.
Well, it's a lot worse when people always ask you about it all the time. But I guess I can't blame them. On the upside, I look pretty good for being over 220 years old. Now, were you buying anything?
Wait, you're 220 years old.
Okay. It's more like 270 years. But don't go blabbing that to everyone. Being a ghoul means you live a long time. You stop counting birthdays. Do you know what it's like being that old?
Actually, I do.
Well, now you're just making fun of me. If you were as old as I was, you would have been around since before the war. So let's hear it. Come on. Tell me what the world was like before the war, if you're so ancient.
I had a beautiful house. White picket fence and a lawn with the greenest grass you've ever seen. It was peaceful.
It was, wasn't it? Sorry. Last thing you want to see is an old lady tearing up. Well, you're either the most well-preserved ghoul I've ever seen, or you're the second best bullshitter and good neighbor. Ah!
It's the truth. All of it.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. There's another pre-war ghoul hanging around there. Well, we should get back to business. What are you picking up?
What kinds of things do you sell?
Oh, a bit of everything. Canned beans to cans. I try to take every weird bit of junk the caravans are willing to trade. So chances are you'll find something to your liking here. Ready to take a look?
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the old Boston Public Library. I've got a lot of fond memories of that place from when I was a girl and human. You get those lumbering brutes out of there, I'll pay you 200 caps.
Oh god. That was a bone. Jesus.
Anything more you can tell me about the library?
A lot of those pre-war buildings have automated security. Robots, turrets, that kind of thing. A lot of computers, too. Hope you take the job. You might not believe this, but I was a shy child. Books were like my best friends growing up.
You got a deal, Daisy.
Thanks. Hey, while you're there, could you return this book for me? It's from the library. Don't even ask how long it's been overdue.
Let me ask you something.
Is something wrong?
Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Aw, Nick, are you worried about me?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly.
Damn.
Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Massacre of the CPG. What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Why would you want to live among bigots like that?
No, I couldn't really blame them, given the circumstances. But folks sure started turning the other cheek when I showed up with the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15, pride and joy of the mayor back then, and by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. Didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
Was it hard
Oh my god, I
settling
can't
in?
stop talking to you now.
They
can
sure
I?
didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Oh, thank God. I'll go to the bookstore in a minute. Actually, I may not have time to go to the bookstore. Okay, guys, I'm going to get to Sanctuary, see if there's any raiders, and save. I'm going to take a break to go have a cigarette before we start really prepping for Dungeon World. Sorry I haven't said much. There's a lot of dialogue this time around. I'm not used to that. With dialogue and weird shit. Who the fuck are you?
What's up?
Oh. That piece of shit. Wait, where's George? George! George! Where'd you go, man?
Monitoring the Commonwealth is proving to be quite rewarding. What a fascinating place. A pleasure to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart?
Yeah, I am.
Time to hit the road.
Wonderful. I look forward to traveling with you.
I fucking love George. Nick, you gotta stay in the Sanctuary for a little bit, man. I need a hell of a lot more firepower. Every time I come in here, I just end up with more shit. No? Oh, we do have new people. Love the Wolfpack stuff. Oh, I'm out of biscuits.
Attention Commonwealth residents. Are you looking for a safe place to settle? Home in on these coordinates. If you're willing to work hard, you can make the Commonwealth a better place.
God damn.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
It's true.
Another day
Oh
in
my
the Commonwealth.
god, do we just... Oh, Jesus. Is that seriously what we play for people? horrifying.
You lead the way and I'll follow, ma'am.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, Impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault-Tec personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol VT-76. This signal will repeat.
Jesus. Alright, I guess that was it. We have Paladin Dan's up here, and then Vault 88 all the way fucking down here. Vault 114. Alright guys, I will be back in just a minute.